be right back. But here we are, Thursday night, live in the Boneyard, man. We're getting pretty consistent with our Thursday show, so we have another special guest all the way from Montreal tonight. Introduce yourself, my friend, and let us know what you do.
Yes, hi everyone. I'm Francis Brunetti and from the band Regress from Montreal. So I do guitar and vocals for the band. I helped form the band about say 2013. So yeah, it's been about 8 years or so, 8 or 9 years, and yeah, it's been good. Yeah, a lot of lineup changes and. It's still trying to make aggressive music.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
I was actually going to ask you, are you guys still from 2013 to be original members? That's normally always
No, it's
right. So
well, that's it. Well, actually, we had the same our same drummer because we only had a drummer really like in 2015. Before that it was kind of just me and one of my buddies. So we've had that same drummer up until just before we recorded our last album. And then so we had to find a different drummer, obviously. But yeah, so because basically my friend who I formed the band with had to leave for the army, and he had bass and vocal duties. So once he left, we had to find a bassist and a vocalist. So yeah, he was he multitasked, so we got to.
Where did they end up sending them?
Well, he's just based in near Quebec City now.
Oh, okay.
In a town called Valcartier.
Yeah.
So no, he hasn't been deployed really yet. It's kind of just stationed there for now.
My niece is the same. She's in the Air Force, and then they sent her out to Alberta, and then she was down in, I believe, somewhere in around San Francisco. They shipped her down there for a bit, and then now I believe she's back in Alberta. So,
oh wow.
Yeah, but just maintenance and does all the maintenance and shit, and learning the aircraft mechanic side of everything, right?
Okay, cool. Oh, right on. Yeah, that's what's cool. It seems like there's so much to do there. Like anyone could find a job to their liking in the military.
No, exactly, right? Even if you're too tall or too blind to fly the plane, that's my niece's problem. Her eyesight's not the best, right?
Oh, yeah. So okay.
We're like, no, well, so. But what do you do? She found her way still and made a career out of it.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, it's like I could at least speak for my friend. Like he's having a blast there, and he really seemed to find his niche, kind of thing. So
yeah, definitely. Sure. Certain people just it's for them. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Like it's as if we knew it all along. He's the type of guy you could drop in a forest and he'll find his way out, kind of thing. It's just like yeah. It's like
I used to get lost so much. I had to do a compass on my hand. Like, what's going on.
You never know where north is going to take you. That's what's
no, exactly, right? So, how do you pronounce the name properly again for the band? Because I've been fighting. I fight with that with most bands. Like, how the fuck do you even say that?
Yeah, so it's like regress. Like, let's say the opposite of progress. It's like so you regress.
Okay.
Yeah, but we basically just took out the E's for the sake of it, and it just like fit nicely on that with those 5 letters. I found it just like.
It does. Like it looks sweet, and I'm looking at it, and I know you guys are like from Montreal or up in Quebec way, right? And it's like, how the fuck do you pronounce this, right? Thought of like the play on the word, just removing the 2. That makes sense.
That's it. Yeah, no, like yeah. This one's not a bilingual name though. Yeah, like well, maybe it is. It would just need an accent.
Yeah. So how did you end up coming up with the name? Obviously, from somewhere.
I mean, because because when I started out, I really, we wanted to make a grind band. Like that's what we were into. Like a bit having that like a punk attitude, but bringing it to brutal music. You know, me and my buddy were really into Dying Fetus and
Oh,
Cryptopsy,
fantastic.
those types of brutal bands, but with like a bit of that DIY kind of grindcore vibe to them. So yeah, we
Mm.
always kind of like that side of things, and like Regress always like I know it's because it, you know, a lot of the band is kind of meant to, you know, it's just it talks about, you know, real things, you know, real things we go through, and
Hmm.
that we're all kind of pissed off about, that bother us in everyday life. It's you know, it's not necessarily like, you know, we're not creating a world, and we're not creating like a whole aura and this and that. It's
Yeah, the
so,
storyline, the back, you know.
yeah, so that's why like Regress just kind of, it's it's that, you know, it's like it's kind of a mockery like of ourselves, kind of saying like, well, we're too stupid to have to come up with big ideas, so this is all we could do, you know. This is kind of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
yeah.
You guys do have that heavy sound, you know, and it's
Hmm.
another band that's kind of right up and around there was Deadwood. I've had them on a couple of times now, and
Okay.
Dead Man's Prophecy is another great guys from out of there. Last
Oh,
Dance
nice.
Among Wolves. You guys are right up there with the same type of style of music. You know what I mean?
Oh,
It's nice
interesting.
to
Okay.
see that, and they're all from Quebec. Like they're all from your neck of the woods too, right?
Yeah.
Like
Hmm. Oh,
fantastic.
right. Deadwood. Okay, I never heard of them.
Yeah, yeah, check them out, man. All capitals, Deadwood, right across the board. And
Okay.
they,
Okay.
when they released or sent me over some of their music, it's probably the most like newest, heaviest shit like that. I like, just brutal, intense. It's just
Hmm.
fantastic, man.
Sounds good.
Raw,
Yes.
real, honest music right here, right?
All
It's
right.
been a
Nice.
while, you know?
Oh my God, sounds great. Yeah, definitely
Mhm.
check them out. So they're still active. They're still doing stuff,
Oh
right?
yeah, yeah.
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
actually gonna probably reach out to them soon. They're one of my favorite guests so far. So I'll definitely be having them back on this year again, right?
Oh,
See
sick.
where they're at, see what's going on.
For sure, for sure. That's cool when you get to catch up with a band like later on, see how they're
No,
doing since last time.
that's probably one of my favorite parts is having the band back on and being, seeing where they're at, and then they also get to see how the show's growing or the audience with the show.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Ah,
now
right
I
on.
can't see the comments. I don't know if you can see them yourself.
Oh no, I put
No,
myself on
okay.
full screen.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
I'm on my tablet because I'm in the hotel with work. I see a few
okay.
comments here.
Oh, I think I got it up here. Host navigate. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, I see it. I don't think anyone's.
yeah. Hollywood said hello.
Oh, okay, well,
Yeah.
so clearly I'm not seeing it. I'll just give up on it then.
Yeah, yeah. It's so hard. Like normally when I'm at home, I've got to set my computer up now that I just moved and shit. But I can see everything. I can even pull up the screen with the band info beside it and still see
Okay,
what's
so
going on here and look all professional, right?
it's pretty good. You managed to do it, to do the show anyway. Like
No,
us.
right? My work takes me on the road so much. It's like being on tour in that sense. Like, so I make it work while we're out here.
Yeah, for sure. So sick.
Yeah, I'll be around a bit. We got actually some jobs up in Oshawa I might get lucky and be a part of.
Okay.
And then
Okay. Cool.
I know we have to go back to Thunder Bay for probably a
Wow.
month, and then we'll
Okay.
probably be in the Sioux or out east for the rest of the year, right?
Okay. Sick.
And then
Wow. So
working.
you really go all around Ontario then?
Yeah, yeah, these
Okay.
guys are all over,
Okay.
and
Okay.
I love it too. Like I don't know, there's something in me that wants to be on the road all the time. I
Yeah. No, I totally
prefer.
feel you. Yes, and it doesn't have
Mm,
to be like a super posh area you're going to. Like I find just going to different places and seeing what's up over there is like
yeah.
is a thrill, you know.
And next week I'm looking forward. Like, there's so many amazing food joints around here,
Oh
man. That's my like. As long as there's variety of food, I don't care
yeah,
where we're staying.
yeah, because I think Brampton's pretty like multicultural.
Oh
Yeah, so
yeah, especially with the food. Like there's Shanghai fucking all you can eat buffet thing over here,
right,
Shanghai House or something, right? And then
nice,
there's quite a few Indian restaurants around us,
right,
and
right.
then couple Mexican little spots there for the taco place.
Oh, sweet. Oh my God.
This week we all brought our own food from home this week, so we've been kind of potlucking together.
Ah,
and
sick.
shit, so.
Oh, that's so cool. You guys like organize that stuff.
Yeah,
Sweet.
a couple of the guys like they'll have a flat top cooker and stuff. And then,
Oh, nice.
last year, how I got with these guys, I was in Thunder Bay. I got called in on another crew to come help, and ended up they offered more, or liked their crew a little bit more and stuff. So I switched over this year, right? But we ended up buying a barbecue and then getting a barbecue while we were up there, and then we just went, everyone chip in, and then next thing you know, you're eating a steak, baked potato, and stuff for $8. You chipped in, and it covered,
Oh my God. So cool. Yeah, you feed the whole gang, like no problem.
Yeah. So now I know in my band, like when I finally put that all together and hit the tour, I know how to do it.
Yeah, that's it. Seriously. You're like, all right, guys, step one, we need a barbecue. Like,
yeah. Things first, right?
Oh, so you're are you still in your band now?
No, I'm kind of on my own now. They started having families, the kids coming in and stuff. It's like,
same old story.
Yeah. So I'm trying to put some solo stuff. I do have one song right now that's completed, lyrics and shit. But I would like a couple more before I release this one, and then I can work on a couple more and still have 3 in the bank to slowly put out, right?
For sure. Ah, right on. It's like it's death metal or kind of metal?
I'm kind of in between. I play more of like a heavy, more like a Disturbed, I guess.
Oh, right.
Heavy, but still that rhythm, And then, or maybe a little bit lighter. Some of my shit's kind of like old school Soundgarden.
Oh, cool. Right on.
Yeah, maybe touch of Nirvana influence in there, right?
Yeah, so cool. Oh, right on. Yeah. One of my buddies is in well, actually, our bass player plays in a heavy rock kind of band called Hourglass.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, and it's like because you mentioned Soundgarden. It's got a bit of that like drugged '90s type
flow to it. Right?
Yeah, that's it. Like big guitars and just like a melancholic kind of atmosphere.
Oh yeah, I'll have to check them out, man.
Yeah, good stuff.
Hourglass, that's their
Hourglass. Name. Yeah.
I'm grabbing my book and writing that down.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Actually, I'll write up Deadwood.
Yeah. If I remember later tonight, once I'm done doing all my other paperwork and shit, I'll send you a link over to some of their music.
Mm-hmm. Same here.
Yeah, I went out and bought a book. Now that we started back up this year, so as we're talking, when they mention other bands, poof, it's going down in the little brainstorm, and then next thing you know, we'll have them on the show, right?
Yeah, that's it. That'd be. I would watch that. Like, definitely. Yeah.
I'll reach out to them once I, find their music and stuff, find where they are and shit.
No, for sure. Yeah. Oh, it's definitely worth it.
Now that things are finally kind of opening up and they're dropping some of the mandates and restrictions and shit, man, are you guys looking at getting out there? And you got any shows already planned this year? Or?
Yeah, we have something planned in the spring to play in Montreal. It's not like announced yet or whatever, so I won't go too into detail. But we have something planned in the month of May. It's gonna be our first time playing in Montreal since before the pandemic, so it's gonna feel really good because we played live like in the fall of last year, but in Sherbrooke, like a town that's like an hour and a half away. So we haven't really played in like our hometown, in, like 2 years or something. So it's gonna feel really nice. Yeah,
I found a lot of the bands like that are from here and stuff. Yeah, Cal's in the shower. The other boys are coming in, seeing what we're up to.
All right.
Oh yeah, okay. Coming in to talk shit to the other guy, and then he left.
Nice.
What were they talking about? Oh yeah, like we're just starting to open up too in Ontario. I finally got to see a live show the other night. Shot down twice. They're actually on tomorrow night. and that was my first live show since I was in Africa there. I went for Death Fest just before Christmas or whatever.
Okay.
But yeah, since then it's been 2 years, but we had a couple bands down from Florida on, and every one of them were like, oh shit, we did 300 shows in the last 2 years. Like
I don't know, them it's like as if nothing ever happened. It's crazy.
It's weird.
Oh, for real. Like, I mean, it's only recently that I think they're gonna drop, like the vaccine passport for some public places. So it's still like kind of baby steps, and yeah.
Well, hopefully, cross our fingers, we'll get back to normal soon enough.
Yeah, seriously, can't come soon enough. Like, so that's it. We have that, and we just shot a video last Friday. Yeah. For it's like our there's a podcast based in Quebec that's doing like a virtual festival. So they're having all these bands and do a live set, like film a live set, and they're just gonna run them through. It's on March 25th, I think it's happening.
Yeah. I'll ask my buddy about that. John Asher there, he's all up in the music scene up your way. So.
Oh, nice. Sweet.
He'll know about that. The guy knows everybody and anybody for some reason.
Yeah, it's always good to be close to those guys. You never know.
Funny, I just had Depleted Uranium on, which are a Toronto band here, very local to where I'm in right now, where I live. And I reached out to them like 2 years ago, right before the pandemic. I was actually going to go to one of their live shows, get backstage, do the whole live thing and shit, right? Because of the pandemic, everything kind of shut down and totally not forgot about them because I still listen. I'm a big fan of theirs. And fucking Asher sent me an email about Depleted Uranium and shit. I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'd like to have him on the show. Right?
Sick.
Yeah. So it come full circle finally, and just had them on not long ago.
Oh, right on. Depleted Uranium, you said? Oh,
yeah, check them out, man. They're another nice heavy band too. It's so weird to see how many. Like, I never knew before growing up. It was just the radio, you know what I mean? And listen to this or whatever.
It's unfreaking believable. It doesn't make sense.
Now, like, especially the internet, and I know I'm an older dude. Fuck, took me a bit to figure it all out, but especially doing this show, I never realized how tight and how big the actual local scenes are in your areas, whether you're from Montreal, Ontario, my friends down in Texas, you know what I mean?
No, for sure. It's so that it's like all a little community, of everyone kind of playing in multiple bands, like that's it. Our bassist is in that band, Hourglass, and another band called Sutra. Then our singer and drummer, they're brothers that are both like in another band. So it's just like it's a whole little community of like musicians just jumping around, like
trying to help each other. They're almost playing the odds. Then fuck one of these guys, one of these bands. My luck, they all make it separate tours. How do you organize that? Like, how do you guys organize your band practice with all that going on?
Well, that's it. Well, I mean, luckily enough, we share our jam space with like the band. They're Intonate. They're called. That's the band of my drummer and my vocalist.
Yeah.
Intonate. INTONATE. And so we share our jam space with them. So I mean, it helps, to have like one less drum kit in the room.
That's true, right? A little less equipment that way, like you're not, you got fucking 5-6 amps over here.
I mean, we already have 3 drum sets in there, so like, and we're already like really strapped for space. So anything more, it's just gonna overflow. Like, So we have that, and our bassist has his jam space like on across the hall. So he just like wheels his amp to our space and just goes back like. and funnily enough, like it's most bands, it seems like are in that building. Like there's this
Mhm.
one jam space building that's close to downtown that I think I don't know if Cryptopsy jams there or Voivod, like sometimes like or at least I've seen Voivod there, but I don't know if they
Yeah.
actually jam there. But yeah, like anyways, it's like where you always run into someone like from another band there, so it's
Yeah, it seems like
yeah.
the building for the bands.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Montreal bands like are just yeah, it's their hub.
Yeah, yeah. We were just talking earlier before we went live about the amount of music that's coming out of Montreal. I can't say enough, man. Like
Hmm.
Ontario, we're fucking a close second to you guys right now with our. You guys are pumping out bands and fucking, especially heavy bands, man. Like
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
so cool to see you right from there as well. I was like, fuck yes, another one, right?
yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Like I said before, there's just so much variety. Like I mean, there's definitely the specialties in Montreal. Like
Mhm.
it's there is like a bigger concentration of, let's say, progressive technical, death metal and black
Yeah.
metal. Um,
Well, you just said Empire to More. They're another
yeah,
big one. Got
right.
Your Last Wish with
Okay, I
Roxanne and them.
think I heard of them.
They're like
Last Wish.
synthetic, very almost opera kind of fucking their scales, the way they play.
Oh, okay.
It's really good, man.
Sick. Okay, nice. Yeah, so that's it. It's like, and I mean, one of my favorite bands ever is Cryptopsy. So it's good. It's cool that they're from Montreal too. Obviously, a different
Yeah,
era, but like, and it goes back too. So, yeah, there's like a precedent too, I guess.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And then Late Night Trouble. They're more of a rock style band, but we got the putting a fucking patty under his fella.
All right, that's service. There you
Hey,
go.
gotta love the road.
Yeah, seriously.
But they're more of like fucking rock, more rock and roll, But
Okay.
they're fucking fantastic, man. I can't get enough of their new single comes out. I think is it today? The third. Yeah, that's today. Or in 3 days. So probably Saturday. I'll check with
Okay.
them, talk to them a fair bit.
Like, is it out today? Is it out today?
Yeah. I'll correct myself tomorrow night on the show.
Seriously. Oh, nice. Would you say their name was their band name?
Late Night Trouble.
Late Night Travel. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, cool. Yeah, because I don't
Yeah,
know if
they came up and played for my birthday bash last year.
no way.
Yeah.
Shit.
And then I had a local Toronto band. They're more like a horror theme, Electric Dead. They're all right into Halloween. A lot of their stuff is like horror and gore, right?
Sick. Sick. Yeah, we got a lot of those in Montreal too. Like a lot of our first shows were with a lot of like gore grind, brutal death bands.
Oh,
There's one called the Holy Cost that we've played with a few times.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like a kind of gore grind. I don't know, not gore grind, carcass gore grind, but like it's like a lot of tupa tupa tupa. It's like kind of almost this party atmosphere. Sometimes they have a lot of samples going, and
Got
yeah,
that
so
beat
that's
to
yeah, that's it. Oh yeah, total like
it.
just like fuck everything beat there. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. No, those guys have been really good to us.
Yeah. I always ask everyone just because I'm always at work. I'm like, I got 2 jobs. I do this. I do my other job. Like, do you have to work full time as well, or is like music? That's how you make your grind and you do your 18
Oh,
hours a day doing music, and then
I wish. No, well, like I work full time. I work in like product development for a kitchen supply company. It has like nothing to do with music. So
no.
yeah, yeah. It's like so I went to school in marketing, and so this is what I'm doing now. But
Yeah.
no, like music has just been a constant though. It's
It's always in the back, like right there, the next step behind your head.
oh, for sure. I mean, that's why I work mainly, is to be able to like keep making music and to not really like worry about like one thing I don't want to do is put pressure on myself as far as music, like to the point where okay, I have to write something great now to
just
pay my
make it
rent,
better.
like
Yeah.
or whatever. So
No,
yeah, so it's
I'm like
passion.
you. Like I work to pay for my show, to pay for my
Yeah,
music, and then I'm not like you said, worried. Oh, I got to write this song, or I'm gonna be broke.
yeah. Well, that's it. Like it's like already that like I put enough pressure on myself, to like whatever write music that I
Yeah,
like
make
and stuff.
music.
So
Yeah.
I don't need to make it my life's work.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I find, yeah, it's about 50-50. As the more bands I talk to, some of them are straight into music. They're able to do it full time, whether it's behind the scenes for bands, producing and shit and all that.
Hmm.
Or they're out working Walmart or fucking roofing like myself, or pouring concrete, or
Yeah,
like you said, you went to schooling, did your marketing degree and shit, right?
for sure. No, for sure. Like it's I mean, kudos to bands that could make it work with music. It's like I mean that must take like so much expertise, to be because I mean I
I
don't know,
wouldn't
but
want to do it. Yeah, I'd be on the
no.
street playing under the bridge.
Well,
Yeah,
that's it. That's it. Because I mean, I imagine you have to be like a session musician and kind of get gigs that way. So, but you
yeah.
probably have to know a lot of theory and know, well versed in like different types of music. Like no matter what gig you get, you have to be kind of like up and running.
Prepared to
So
play, yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, because some bands, they might just need the guitar player for that night. You got to know these fucking songs, or at least know the rhythm.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Like learn it in 2 weeks or whatever. So okay, like
Mhm.
just yeah,
Yeah, I
totally.
couldn't do it, man.
For
So
real.
I'm always looking for sponsors, as I say, like,
Hmm.
you want to throw us money, let me know. Huh?
Seriously.
We'll
Oh
put
my
it in
god.
good use.
Oh my god. If ever I have a business, I'll give you a call.
Mhm.
Most definitely.
Right.
Oh man. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
and like things are getting so much more expensive now too. It's like I'm sure even a lot of people didn't find much work in the entertainment industry in general, like let alone music. So it must be like twice as hard to make money for if you're a
Oh,
musician. There's no more shows, and uh, for the past couple of years, like
oh yeah. There was
it's
a
been
couple of
grinding.
bands right before Empire. I don't know, Your Last Wish, one of them. Cross Dog, which is a local band out of Peterborough here. They're like a
Okay,
heavy punk, but they
nice.
both of them that I can call off the top of my head. They had their album come out right when it all started, so they couldn't tour to promote it. Like, what do you do, right? Like,
Jesus Christ. Seriously, I feel for those people. Like,
oh,
god damn.
I know,
It's
and I'm
just,
so glad it's opening up now, and I can't wait to get back out and support them when they
yeah.
do this. Buy a T-shirt or stickers or some buttons. Pay your cover at the door, drink some beers,
No,
watch some awesome music.
seriously, like, we'll take anything. At this point, like, I'm sure it's just, God, it felt so good, last year in Sherbrooke to see a crowd of people,
Mm.
moshing and stuff. It was like we had taken it for granted. Like, we didn't realize how much.
No, like just therapy almost for you.
Ah,
I didn't realize it either until
huge.
all of a sudden there was nothing I could do. Like, you can't go to a show. What? And
Ah,
it
it's
was
so
like,
crazy.
realize how much mentally it meant to me to
Yeah.
be able to go to my shows and release that energy and to talk to just random people that are all there for the same reason.
Seriously. Oh yeah, it's exactly that. Yeah, because like often we think like, okay, I'll only go to the show if it's a band I really like. Like I know for myself that's kind of an attitude I had like before the pandemic. I
Mm.
kind of okay if it's this band, okay, how good's the latest album? Okay, all right, fine, let's go. But if not, I wouldn't give it that much of a thought. But now it's kind of like, okay, like there's a metal show happening, good, like whatever, let's do it. It's great. Like
I was kind of I was like that too. Like we were all going to like the big festival, Chicago Open Air and Ozfest, and you see all the bands. But then I met Johnny Eyeball, which is into the local punk scene in and around up this area as well. And he showed me like the little shows and shit. And I got lost in all this underground independent music, Like one year I seen Slayer like 7 times on their world final tour. We followed them around at every show. Well, I could have went and seen Cross Dogs for the rest of my life for the money that I spent there, and they could have.
Exactly.
A bit more, right? Like
you buy your floor seat, you buy like just like let's have a good time. It's
Slayer's fantastic live for sure. He got a little present.
You gotta try half that.
What's that?
You gotta try half one.
What are those?
It's a Jamaican patty, man.
Oh, it's a Jamaican patty. I thought it was
Jamaican patties. Yes. Oh, you were one lucky dude.
Right. Oh, we're gorging tonight. Well, you guys bought a bunch of food, and you had no. Do you mind if I have one now? Then there's still 2 in there. I'm just gonna grab a beer. I'll be right back.
Go for it. Actually, I'm gonna get one too. Yeah.
Yeah. Beer break. Some kind of fancy beer in there.
That's Danish.
Oh yeah. I'll leave that one for you.
A little heavier taste.
I might have a sip when you open her, but I was doing so well at not drinking too. I'm back to work now. So I'm just saying I've done so good at not like drinking.
What's that?
Oh, I've done so good since I've been back from Africa, not drinking, and then one week on the road, poof, fucking full blown alcoholic again, right?
It's fun while it lasted.
Yeah. I got my 3 months in.
So you went to Africa. That's sick. So where'd you go in Africa?
I ended up going down to just north of Johannesburg.
Okay.
And I guess the area is called Middrift, something like that.
Okay.
I kept calling it Middrift while I was there. So my co-host, who comes on most of the time, is out from there, right? So
okay.
I had the opportunity. I was actually heading to the Philippines, and then shit kind of went south on that. So when I'm talking to Ilsa, she sent me over. She's like, "Why don't you just come here and we'll go to Death Fest?" And she knows most of the bands and stuff, so we got to sit around and drink and have a few drinks with everyone and get to know them and do some networking over there for the show, right?
Nice.
And then so we've teamed up now for the most part. She runs another podcast. She'll probably get you on her side as well over for Stone Daisies. And they're based out of South Africa, right? And then
that's crazy. So
we're trying to set up kind of a world network, because I also do Monday Night Metal with RFL Records out of they're out of Florida and California way.
Okay.
And then kind of use us as a network. And then when you're doing your big tours and stuff, or say one of their bands are coming over here, you're heading over there. Well, look these guys up. Let's get in touch. Let's get you on it. Let's have them open up for you, or whatever the case is, right?
Oh, so cool.
Just to be there to help out behind the scenes and shit a lot more, right?
Yeah. Oh my God, that's so great. Like, I find the scene needs people like that. Like I mean, it's like for myself, like I wouldn't know the first thing if I end up somewhere like at a Death Fest or something, like who to look up and stuff. So that's fantastic. That's great.
And then, I've been fortunate enough. I took a bit of break from like the band life and shit, and then kind of stepped behind the stage, and I love it being back here doing this right here. If it wasn't for the pandemic, I would have came right to Montreal or wherever you are most of the time, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Do it live and in person, but
Oh, yeah,
This is
definitely.
all right too. You can get as hammered as you want because you don't have to drive
Yeah.
afterwards.
Seriously. Oh yeah, no, and you get to meet so many people, hear so many different stories. Like,
Yeah,
I love that stuff.
like Dave and them. He's the drummer out of Dead Man's Prophecy. So
Okay.
I met them while they were doing the Montreal Metal Off online. It was one of these
Okay.
online things that people are doing, and they actually won. So he's like, "Why don't you come on down, celebrate with us and shit?" So I did my test before, flew on down. Oof, ended up meeting them for real in person at their house, partied all weekend long, right? Oh, it was
Sweet.
fantastic, man. I believe with our show in August, I'm putting on another show this year, but I got rained out kind of in September with my birthday, so I'm gonna do it in the summer this year. Not sure what to call it,
Yeah, one
but
Christ at a time. Yeah.
yeah, Dead Man's Prophecy and Last Dance Amongst Wolves will be on the bill this year, 100%, as we know right now. So
Okay, so cool. So cool.
we're just working out where we're actually gonna have it because the one guy where I threw my last year's show, and I actually threw a couple bands his way, but I was gone with work. I didn't even get to go. But they're more of a bluesy country rock and roll kind of crowd. They're not
Okay.
gonna like us,
That's it.
So I'm looking
Like,
for a
what's this
location,
moshing going on? Like, what's
right? So once we find the location and find out exactly how big we can have, man, I would love guys part of that bill. If everyone, we might call it Montreal Mayhem in Ontario or something,
Oh
like.
shit! Like, man, that'd be crazy because yeah, we never played in Ontario, so that'd be a first.
Give you
That'd be
guys a
huge.
chance to all kind of carpool down. You're all
Oh
coming
man,
from the same area, right? I know
any day
Dave
for
and them
sure.
personally, right? Talk a fair bit behind the scenes, and
Yeah,
they,
absolutely.
so I know they're cool shit. They're fucking great people, right?
Oh, sick. Yeah, no, that's it. Where is that usually held? Like in Ontario?
We were just outside of Swinton Park last year,
Okay.
so it's kind of in the middle of nowhere. I guess the closest place would be Orangeville for most people. Dundalk. Most
Okay.
people will know Orangeville, though, right?
Okay.
Just
Okay.
north of there, right? And it's
Okay.
in the middle of nowhere. So like, yeah,
Good old fest. Like yeah, good old.
yeah, it's a couple concessions before anyone's kind of close to you, right? So
Yeah.
it's a good spot, but I gotta please the crowd because Buddy's putting together. He's in the processes of doing it all proper for the trailer park, and then where their bands and stuff can come and play, and it's for the people from the park. And
Okay. Okay.
I've been trying to find that bluesy rock and roll shit I can have there. I really
Yeah.
want to have my metal fest. That's
Yeah.
my. I love that heavy, that brutal. Whether it's just so honest when you guys are on stage and playing, and it's
Uh,
so honest in the crowd, even in the pit. You know what I mean? Like
uh,
you fall down, poof, you're back on your feet. People will
yeah.
stop.
Oh,
You know.
seriously, there's nothing like it. It's like I don't know. And it's like usually if you'd have someone like shoulder you on the street, whatever, you'd be like, what's this
Yeah.
problem, whatever. But out here, it's like it's just oh, your mic stand falls. Oh, it's all good. Like just put it back up. It's fine. Like it's just I don't know. There's like such an energy, and especially like coming out of the pandemic, like even
Mm,
in when we played in Sherbrooke, you felt people were so tense. Like there was so much built up like angst that they were getting out at that show. It just
yeah.
like it was totally
Well,
like happening. Like it was great.
the performers, like when you step out on stage, do you get that read off the crowd? Can you tell kind of how the crowd's going to react right away? Feel their energy, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like especially some parts that we put into the song that like we're like, okay, this is gonna be the groovy part and whatever.
Mm.
So we're all all four of us are kind of headbanging and stuff. So you look out and that's and you could project that energy too. So it's yeah,
Yeah,
totally. You totally get that. It's like that cycle.
yeah. Has it ever thrown you off to come out and the crowd's just fucking all over or some shit? They're like, it just doesn't seem right. Does it ever kind of throw
Um,
you off your game or? Are
I
you
mean, not
more determined to be tighter that way? You know, like, oh, we'll bring them around.
uh, well, it hasn't really happened that like, let's say a crowd was really like not having it. But I mean, we've never played to like huge crowds either, so it's like, you wouldn't know. Like, it's no, so far we've been getting like pretty good responses. It's always been like, oh, and we haven't heard about you guys, like, and it's good, it's solid, whatever, and it's kind of been that kind of rhetoric like every show where we're kind of getting our name out there and
Mhm.
trying to, we're kind of focused on what we're doing, just trying to nail this performance, and we're all thinking about the beer or the joint we're gonna have after. We're just like, all right, let's just do it right, and let's like that's it. After
You have
that,
to have
whatever.
a bit of selfishness, to get
Yeah,
out. That's just for me when I'm out there doing
for
this.
sure. Yeah, it just feels nice to like show people like whoever the person is just like feels nice to this is what we do, this is what we're about, and
Mhm.
there you go. Like,
Yeah. Now, where can you guys be found? Are you guys everywhere and anywhere as far as finding your music and shit?
I mean, yeah, we're on Bandcamp, Spotify, Apple Music,
Yeah.
Amazon, um,
Now,
yeah,
something
YouTube.
I always ask, which do you prefer people find you on? Like
It's a good
some
question. Like,
people like this and like that, but what do you prefer we go and find you on? So that way we support you on the right platform that you guys
uh,
are.
it's cool you asked that. Like, I mean, I guess I would say Bandcamp, like just because it's the most, that's where you kind of see. All right, you have our merch and our music. It's kind of all there. It's all in one
Oh,
place. Like, but I mean, 'cause, we have a running gag in my band that like, I tend to use Spotify just because of like practicality. I just
yeah.
have my playlists and my stuff, and then like other guys in my band are more purists. They're more like, no, it's got to be the
This.
uncompressed file of this song and all that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
whatever. But like, no, like I guess Bandcamp. If I had to
Yeah.
choose, I mean, you could honestly. I don't have a like. I don't have a
Personally,
preference
yeah, it's cool.
passionately.
As long as we're listening to it, you're cool with it, right? But
Like we said, I'm not going to make money off it. So if you're listening to it, that's more than enough. That's great.
yeah. So when it comes, you guys are basically an independent band, then, are you not?
Well, we're on a label called Life After Death. That's
Oh,
based out of
oh,
Ohio.
I've heard of them. Yeah.
Yeah, and so we did kind of a distro label deal with them, and no, they've been really really good to us. Really very generous, and yeah, it's honestly like one of the only labels that was interested in putting the music out there. So
Mhm.
it was good that it happened. It like because this was our first like I don't want to say like serious work. I mean we
Yeah.
have an EP out that we really love, but this one we really felt like we had something to say. We had really solid songs, so we really wanted it to have the most punch as possible, and so yeah, we're glad it's getting some kind of traction. Um,
Oh, it's good. Yeah.
yeah, that's
No,
cool.
I shared a bit. I know we were supposed to have the one. I got called into work. That was with you guys, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. The one time it fucking snowed because we were called in for here, but then the weather looked like shit, so we
yeah.
ended up
Okay,
calling off.
okay,
So I
okay,
arranged work with another guy. If it snowed, I'll fucking go help you do this and that, right? Not a
okay.
problem. I'm not here. And then the night we were supposed to be live, they called me in like 5 hours early. I was like, I knew I was going in, but I thought it'd be after midnight. Normally you go in
Okay.
at night. They were like, no, you got to be here for 7. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh my god. I know, but it's been crazy. Like if and honestly, it's good that it didn't happen because it said I got COVID like like a few weeks back. So
Yeah.
I was like okay, honestly, that's fine. Like oh my god. Yeah, it was like I was coughing every 2 seconds, and it was just yeah.
I was going to ask you, how was it for you? Like, did you get that shortness of breath and then no smell and no taste, or?
I got the no smell, no taste, like more around the end of my infection, but like I didn't get any like shortness of breath or any of that, but I maybe had like 2 3 days with really bad fever, like I had
Yeah.
shivers, whatever, but like it was maybe a couple of days or 3 days. Then it was just that lack of smell, that like, or taste. That was just the weirdest thing, you know, trying to figure out what to eat. You know, you just have no taste, and you're
Good friend of mine, Tammy, out of New York, there, she lost her sense of smell and taste too, right? But my good buddy Alex, out of actually, you like this band, Cauterized, you might even know them, out of Texas there. Alex, though, he got it right in the beginning. I had him on the show before and then after he had it, and then we just had him on recently again. Fucking real good buddy of mine, but he lost his voice and stuff for a bit. He got real, because he's the lead singer of Cauterized, and he does that growl, that deep fucking growl, or however you want. That's the only word I can think of right now to go with.
That's the word.
But he was worried. It took him a bit to come back, but now he's back. They're in full force. They just started doing some new shit just recently, right?
That's sick.
Yeah, so it was good to see, but a lot of people, yeah, he also lost. I'm pretty sure he lost his sense, smell, and taste as well, right? It seems to be the one common thing that goes with it.
So weird. It's like, I think it's like the I find it's like the worst symptom, because it's so like, you never experienced that in your life. You're just like,
no, we've all had a stuffy nose or a cough or a fever, right?
Yeah, that's it.
But
like,
to lose your taste and smell, that's got to be fucking
oh my god. Yeah, because it's like,
gotta get you know.
For sure, because I mean, let's say you're eating an orange and you're like, okay, I know the texture of this, I know the taste of it, but it's like you're expecting the taste to come up and it just doesn't. So you're like, it's just, I don't know, it's so weird, man. It's the weirdest thing. Yeah.
No, I couldn't imagine, man. You know, like I burnt my tongue where I couldn't taste for
you
know, but never
half a day. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, you can always still smell it, you know.
something to tell you this is what I'm eating. Like,
no, exactly, right.
Oh my god.
But
I was like, I was not that bummed that we had to cancel that night. I was like, okay, I would have been coughing every 2 minutes, like. It's crazy, yeah.
Well, cheers, my friend. Fuck, it's been a good night.
Cheers to you, indeed.
Finally hook up and do the show.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. Thanks for having us. It's really cool. It's our first ever podcast.
Is it? Oh shit.
Yeah, we're doing another one. What's that?
I get that a fair bit, actually, and I'm always surprised. I'm like, "There's no way I'm your first, podcast."
Oh yeah, definitely. No,
no, that's awesome. I'm honored, by the way. Thank you.
Oh my god, likewise.
And then
absolutely.
I also find that I always end up, someone will slip out with something they weren't supposed to talk about because it's always the first, right? Like I'm always like, yeah.
Yes, that's the thing. It's like we're hanging out, but we're like on the air at the same time. So it's like we gotta.
No, right. That's why I love doing the show live, though. Like, not to be rude, but I don't have time to go back and edit it and pull it apart and take this part, that part. But I always look at it like no different than getting on that stage for that live performance. For me, that's kind of where the show comes from for me, right?
Yeah, it's a good point because it's still like something you feel like doing. It's not well, I mean, I guess it's prepared. It's somewhat prepared. You kind of know what you're going to talk about, but it's still something you have to say. Something you feel like it's kind of
some
in
the order's all different. They end up bringing up this, and so you lead into that, and the next thing you know, you're on to a different part. No different than playing, say this song or that song. Oh shit, let's do this song tonight.
Oh man,
I
That's
love
so
it.
sick.
Mark.
That's like our show in Sherbrooke, our last one. It was like we did our whole set, and then the crowd was just loving it. So we're like, okay, let's do another song. So like I was just so pumped, and I was like, okay, like let's do. And I just told the crowd, like, it's totally unprepared. I'm like, okay, guys, we're gonna play another song. It's this song and whatever. My bass player was like, wait, I don't know how to play the song. And then we just like, okay, here we go. We just do it. And he's like looking for his notes the whole time, just like.
Yeah, just staring at the neck, right? Oh,
yeah. So like, what are you guys doing? No, okay.
that's like we seen Everlast the one year, the year right before the pandemic, or the year just before. But the opening band, he just had like his buddies come and play for him or something. I don't know, but they bombed the first 3 or 4 songs, and then they were like, finally, they're like, we've been playing this song since we were teenagers, man. And it totally changed the whole show. Like they fucking rocked it because they were playing it for so long. They were just you totally forgot how bad they were before, you know.
They're like, this one we know though.
This one we actually know, man.
This one's second nature. Like, no way we're fucking this one up.
Right. Oh, you could tell too, like when they first come out, you could really see they were super nervous. It was like the first time they were ever on, like you would think it was their first time on stage, right?
Yeah.
And then you know, they did a couple songs. They were like, they played 3/4 of it, gave up, and then they were like, know what? We know this one song really well.
Oh my god.
They crushed it, man. You forgot everything that just happened, focused on this one song they did, right? It was,
honestly, as long as you finish on a good note, like just whatever. Yeah, like that's like it's like my worst fear or something, like just awkwardly like stopping in the middle of the song. Oh my god, it's like it happened like once that with our old drummer, like at some point we were just looking at each other like, oh shit, oh no, we're not on time, oh where's this going, whatever, and then we just suddenly like get back all on cue and we're like, oh thank god. Like it's like there was no way we could just like stop the song and like, oh sorry, like we fucked up, like,
right, cut
yeah just oh Jesus, like that'd be just awful, like
yeah. Oh, I couldn't imagine, man. Like I've done it like campfires, playing my acoustic, forget what I'm even doing, all drunk back. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Let me restart that, refresh my memory.
Seriously. There it's like at least everyone's fucked up, so you're like, yeah, this part of the song so whatever.
Don't even notice they're talking. You're not even, you know, you're just part of the background right now.
You're the Bluetooth speaker, you know.
Yeah, exactly, right? Fucking.
Oh, right on.
I always ask too. I know we already kind of went over that, but like your local bands, the bands that the rest of us kind of also check out and look at, and what do you got for us for that?
Well, definitely, like I mentioned, Intonate, our my buddy's band, and so the Sutra. My bassist's he has like a progressive technical death metal band called Sutra. It's Sutrah.
Oh.
And like Hourglass, like I mentioned.
Yep, I got them written down.
Right,
it's more for me, but
yeah, no, for sure.
Later, but no, a lot of the fans I've noticed, we got a few of the diehard fans that watch the show. They always reach out. You'll probably be hearing some random people, but it'll always be from here, right?
Right.
I think Cal forgot his key.
Not good.
Your key? All right. Here, let him in real quick. If you want to give a shout out to a few other bands, I'm going to let him in. I'll be right back.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah, they put us right by the back door, so
Okay.
it's like I didn't have to go down the hall or nothing.
Oh, nice. Oh, sweet. Yeah, there's another one I forgot to mention. Vengeful. They're like like a VENGEFUL. Yeah, they're like this crazy, dark, brutal death metal band that's like it's got influences from all kinds of stuff, like Morbid Angel to
Oh,
Hate.
Morgan Angel is good.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like just really kind of with like some kind of tribal influences here and there. It's like really messed up stuff. Vengeful
I
for
like
sure.
that tribal shit. That was obviously Sepultura, and then I know they're
Yeah,
just back on tour, right? But
right.
a kind of lesser known band is Alien Weapon out of New Zealand. They sing
Oh,
in
wow.
a lot of their native tongue and stuff.
Hmm.
It's almost a dead language. When I seen them live, they were talking about it. They said this, they kind of did the little thing right before they went into the song, but
Okay.
fantastic though. They have that tribal heavy metal feel to them, man.
Shit, nice. What's
Yeah.
it called? You said?
Alien Weapon,
Alien.
right?
Yo, that's crazy.
We're gonna have so many conversations now. Like, I will.
Wow,
I'll
that's
be
great.
talking to you once a week.
Oh man, nice. That's freaking. I have like 4 bands to check out already. Like it's that's awesome.
I know. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the list now. So we got some homework to do.
Oh yeah, shoot this more often. That's good stuff.
Yeah. Before it gets too late, though, man, is there anything else we should cover tonight, or
Oh, I don't know.
do you have any shows coming up we should know about that the people might be able to make it?
Well, we have a show. Let's say coming up in the month of May. That I'm not going to reveal too much about it yet. It's not an announcement.
I tried to get some secret information.
That whole thing, but yeah, we'll have it up on our Facebook page, our Instagram soon enough. No, other than that, I mean, if you like brutal kind of punk music, you think of Gaza, Full of Hell, Cryptopsy, Suffocation, bands like that.
Yeah,
Definitely check us out. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's it. Just
go on and on. That's a whole page full of shit, right?
For sure. Yeah. No, exactly. No, but I mean, thanks for so much for doing this. Like I said, it's an honor just be asked to do a podcast and stuff. Like it's just great that your music gets out there and stuff. It's huge.
Oh no, I've had a great time. I've been looking forward to the first show of the week. We were gonna do Midnight Metal, but the schedules got all fucked up between everybody and the one band, and kind of we lost communication for a minute. So,
shit.
And then normally, Mondays, Thursdays, Fridays, and then I'll do a Sunday show to squeeze another band in the week. But first band of the week, I'm excited, man. I'm so happy we got the talk tonight and stuff. And
hell yeah.
You guys are fantastic music too, man. I've been listening to it since right before our first interview. When I first come across you, I was like, yeah, man, we got to have them on. So then I got to hear more and more and more before the show. So I'm kind of fanboyed out a little bit, but
fuck yeah. No, that's huge, man. Like, thanks. It means a lot. That's huge.
Anytime, man. And then, as you said, once you get your announcement, I'm following you on Facebook, but feel free to send it over, kind of give me a reminder, and I'll post it up on the page. Make sure when you have tour announcements, I'll put it up on the page so people from the area want to go, they know where to go and everything, man. So.
Sick. That's badass. For sure, will do. Thanks so much for that.
Hey, have a fantastic night, man, and I look forward to having you back on again, man.
Absolutely,
that's gonna be a good show.
Same here, same here. Of course, anytime.
But as I said, I'll probably talk to you once a week, man. I'll bug you for sure.
No problem.
Right my pleasure, man. Hey, play loud, play around, people. And tomorrow night we actually have a double header. We got Shot Down twice, which I just seen them live, and Age of Truth coming on. which they're fucking pretty heavy and brutal too, man. Like, hey, yeah, write them down. Age of Truth. It could be The Age of Truth or Age of Truth. I'm not sure.
Okay, I'll put it.
Sometimes they just always put the in front. The tough guy coming on March 6th, but it's just tough guys, right?
The just gives it that, like,
You know,
the real deal. It's like, it's this, right?
Hey man, yeah, thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. It was an honor to have you guys on. I'm
Likewise.
first podcast ever, you say, so.
Fuck yeah. Hey, have a good night, man.
I look forward to having many more shows with you, man, and we'll be talking to you soon.
Hell yeah, anytime.
Yep. Play it loud, play it sound.
Yes, sir. All right. Have a good one.